President of the UAE orders reduction in gas cylinder prices. Maradona wins first match in charge. And Obama warns Hurricane Irene flooding could worsen. This is 7 National News. In our top story, the Abu Dhabi National Oil Company will reduce the prices of £25 gas cylinders to 20 dirhams on October the 1st in Ajman, Ras Al Khaimah, Al Quwain and Fujairah. According to local reports, the price reduction comes in line with orders from UAE President His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the chairman of the Supreme Petroleum Council. The decision also comes with the close follow-up of General Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, who is also the chairman of the Abu Dhabi Executive Council. The new price matches the price at which gas cylinders are sold to consumers in Abu Dhabi. The order comes in line with Sheikh Khalifa's keenness to unify the standard of services provided to Emiratis and reaffirms the leadership's goal to offer all resources that provide a stable life to all UAE citizens. The latest addition to modern Islamic art was revealed at a ceremony on Sunday night. The Holy Quran, set in 2 sheets of gold, was unveiled to the public. According to Prima Gold, Ramadan is the most opportune time to present such an impressive work of art that is representative of Islam. Khadija Saleh has this report.
The unveiling of the 24-karat gold Quran took place at a ceremony last night in the presence of His Highness Sheikh Juma Al Maktoum and His Excellency Ahmed bin Sulayem. This magnificent work of art began with Muhammad Tahir Yusufzadeh's dream to put the Quran verses in a sheet of gold. He thought it will remain just a dream until last year.
I had a dream for a long time in my life to do something to connect it with Islamic art, to put a beautiful verses of Quran in a sheet of gold. That's why when I found out about this particular young man who is genius today in hand graving and hard metal gold, that's why this feeling came to me, and I'm very lucky to face this man, and we did it.
The priceless art has been certified for its accuracy and authenticity by authorities in gemology and experts in Quran. In addition to almost 6 kilos of gold, the cover is adorned with approximately 8,000 precious stones, including diamonds, rubies, sapphires, and emeralds.
It's an amazing moment. All I can say is it brings unity, and it tells us also, or it brings a message of peace. It tells us how much we can give a religion that gave us a lot. So it's a message which cannot be explained easily.
Iranian artist Ryan Akbarkhanzadeh expressed his hopes for this masterpiece to be in the Book of World Records. At present, there are already a number of world records set for the Quran. Among these is at Christie's Auction House in London. A Quran written in 1203 and identified to be the oldest sold for $2,327,300. And with the dream of making a new record, he painstakingly and lovingly engraved by hand all 602 pages of the Holy Quran in gold. According to him, the process took almost a year to finish, but it strengthened his faith even more, and in the end turned out to be more than art.
To find faith in God, but don't just look for mountains and rivers, but you can actually find by pointing at you or finding the skin, the tiny little hairs on your skin.
His Excellency Ahmed bin Sulayem, Executive Chairman of DMCC, says this is a proud moment for everyone and another feather on Dubai's cap, as it is proof of what is being continuously achieved in the Emirate.
It reflects the competitive and innovative nature of Dubai. Dubai is the city of gold, the city of innovation, and the city of competition. At the end of the day, so we don't wait till tomorrow. This could have been done right during Eid or after Eid or something, but Prima Gold chose to unveil it in Ramadan. We chose to unveil the first UAE gold bullion coin a few weeks back during the daytime in Ramadan. So, regardless, fasting or not, Dubai keeps moving.
It made me inside to say that, subhanallah wa ta'ala, this is something that God has given to this person. It's unbelievable. And therefore it made me feel so good. It's just, not being able to express it in any way. But it was a magnificent thing to see.
The Golden Quran was in full display for everyone to see. And for those who witnessed the reveal and saw it up close, they say it is more than just a combination of precious stones and metal. Though this is the only one of its kind in the world, the riches found on the book remains unequal to the weight of God's words engraved in gold. Khadija Sali, 7 National News.
UAE aid workers and Somali Red Crescent officials have met to coordinate the delivery of humanitarian and relief assistance to the famine-racked Somalia and other Horn of Africa countries. According to Emirates news agency WAM, Mohammed Ahmed Al-Dali, coordinator of the Somali Red Crescent, said during a meeting with the second UAE relief team in Somalia that the UAE had swiftly answered the humanitarian appeal to rush emergency aid to the Somali people, who are currently facing a severe spell of drought. He described his relief agency's relations with its UAE counterpart as strong and solid, saying, "We know that you have come from your country to provide aid to our disaster-stricken people." For his part, head of the UAE relief team, Abdullah Al-Tunaji, thanked the Somali Red Crescent for facilitating consultations on a broad range of humanitarian topics of mutual interest. According to the UN, more than 12 million people across the region are estimated to need outside humanitarian assistance, and a state of famine has been formally declared in 5 regions of southern and central Somalia, including the area in and around the capital, Mogadishu. 145 Indian prisoners in Dubai have been pardoned this Ramadan, according to the Indian consular. Traditionally, UAE rulers pardon some prisoners during the holy month every year. An official stated that according to their statistics, there are a total of 1,001 Indian prisoners in the UAE, with 567 in Dubai, 249 in Sharjah, 95 in Ajman, 52 in Ras Al Khaimah, 25 in Fujairah and 13 in Al Quwain. The official added that none of the pardoned inmates were being held on the account of murder or serving life sentences. Moonsighters who announced the start of Ramadan may have some difficulties this year announcing the end of the holy month and the start of Eid al-Fitr. Talking exclusively to Hassan al-Hariri, a spokesperson and scholar from the Dubai Astronomy Group, the Middle East region will face a challenge in observing the moon's crescent, as the sun's glare will obstruct accuracy. Astronomers, however, are still capable to scientifically conclude the precise time of the crescent's visibility with modern tools. Harari explains that with applications such as Google Sky, Muslims all across the region will have a clear idea when to end their fast and begin their celebrations.
This time, the moon will be setting exactly with the sun from our location, from Dubai, from UAE basically, and also from Oman. So these areas will not going to witness the crescent. I mean, we cannot observe the crescent because the crescent will not be there. The situation in Mecca will be similar to this, not much better, because the separation between the crescent and the sun will be almost like 4 minutes separated. But that 4 minutes is not enough for us to look at the crescent, because still the crescent will be in the glare of the sun. And that will be very thin. I'm talking about so thin thing that human eyes cannot distinguish, even telescopes. We're going to set up a telescope in Qatar to observe this crescent. But we are sure that we are setting up the things, but we will not see anything.
All Gulf flights to New York are to resume on Tuesday after Tropical Storm Irene hit the city this week, according to sources. Emirates Airlines and Etihad Airways cancelled their flights to New York after the city's mayor ordered the shutdown of JFK Airport. On Emirates' website, 2 flights, EK 203 and EK 204 have been cancelled for the 29th of August, while flight EK 201 will be delayed by 3 hours. Flight EK 202 from JFK to Dubai will operate as originally planned at 2300 hours. Etihad Airways has cancelled flight EY 101 to JFK on the 29th, but the same flight scheduled the following day will run on time. US airlines that have 1,500 flights scheduled will not operate on Monday, according to an airport spokesperson. And staying over in the US, President Barack Obama on Sunday warned that flooding from Hurricane Irene could worsen and said that federal recovery efforts would last a few weeks. Irene was downgraded to a tropical storm and was bringing heavy rains and wind to New England as it headed north. The storm forced transit closures and flight cancellations and led to widespread power outages along the East Coast. But New York City appeared to have avoided the massive devastation that many had feared. Obama cut short his vacation by 1 day to return to Washington on Friday to oversee preparations for the storm.
While the storm has weakened as it moves north, it remains a dangerous storm that continues to produce heavy rains. One of our chief concerns before Irene made landfall was the possibility of significant flooding and widespread power outages, and we've been getting reports of just that from our state and local partners. Many Americans are still at serious risk of power outages and flooding, which could get worse in the coming days as rivers swell past their banks. So I want people to understand that this is not over. Response and recovery efforts will be an ongoing operation, and I urge Americans in affected areas to continue to listen for the guidance and direction of their state and local officials.
And Typhoon Nanmadol made landfall in Taiwan early this morning, bringing heavy rains and winds of around 126 kilometres per hour and forcing evacuations in the island's south and east. But there were no immediate reports of serious damage. The government had deployed some 35,000 soldiers and evacuated over 3,000 residents, mostly in the island's rural, mountainous southeast ahead of the storm. Nanmadol hit the northern Philippines late last week, killing 12 and injuring 21, according to the country's National Disaster Council. Nearly 14,000 people were being housed in evacuation centres. The storm is the first of the season to make landfall in Taiwan. It's expected to cross the island's south before weakening and heading for China. And up next, we have the day's business news, so stay with us.